This tiramisu ice cream is so very quick and easy to make and tastes absolutely amazing. So we're going to start by getting our ingredients, our granulated coffee, our chocolate powder. Now I like to use this Nesquik chocolate milk. And then we're going to get some lemonade. And we're going to get a blender. And I'm going to mix about 6 ice cubes into the blender with the rest of that mix. So you put them all into the blender for about 3 minutes. And this is what you're left with. And then I'm simply going to get a hand blender. And I'm going to continue to hand mix this, just so that we can get the air going through it and it creates bubbles and the sugar starts to make it foam. So you need to do this for probably about 5 or 6 minutes until you get the correct consistency. Now this really is quick and easy and it tastes amazing. Little bit of work with the hand beater here. I don't use an electric mixer at this point because you want it to go a little bit slower just to give that aeration into it. So we're just going to, you can see how that's starting to thicken up slightly now as the froth comes to the top and the air rises to the top. So this really does make a beautiful textured ice cream and the flavour is outstanding. So once we get to this point, we are then ready to add our cream. So we're going to use the electric blender at this point, and I'm going to blend up our cream until it is nice and thick. And what I do is I start off on a low mix and I just steadily move up until you can see that beautiful thick texture coming through like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add our coffee mix just a little bit at a time like this. Just gently mix it in a little bit at a time. Keep that beater going round and you can see that this starts to go into a thicker mix. Just keep blending it round. You can see it starting to thicken until all of that flavour has been added. And I do turn the mixer up and down a couple of times just to see how thick it's getting. When you turn it down, you can sort of see that the thickness is in there. And then I turn it up again just to mix that coffee flavour through. And that's it. So now you can see that it's really starting to double in consistency as the air is going through it. And as that sugar starts to blend with those flavours and the cream. So you want to keep going until you get a nice thick mix that looks like this. And then I'm just going to slow it down so you can see how thick that is when you slow those whisks down a little bit. When it leaves like an imprint, when it's turning like this, you know you've got the right consistency. And you should be able to just move it around the bowl like that. And this is what we're looking for. It's like a thickened cream. I'm just going to put this into a container and I'm going to put it into the freezer overnight. Just put a lid on it in the freezer and we're going to leave it overnight to set. And this is what it looked like once it's set. As you can see, it has set nice and firm, but it's not too thick. It's enough so that you can just get these beautiful curls out. Look at that. Oh my goodness. absolutely amazing. And this tastes unbelievable. So I'm just going to put 3 scoops on there. Then we're going to get some nice whipping cream and just sit that in the middle. Doesn't that look beautiful? This texture is so beautiful. And then we're going to get some granulated nuts and just finish it off by putting those over the top. Now this is a really delicious ice cream. I hope you try it.